Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick little first Q&A answer video thing. This one is going to be about supplements. I had a question just on our page here about what supplements I would recommend to take during a program, kind of their benefits, and if they're worth the money. So just here's a very broad overview of what I would recommend. So first of all, I think that a multivitamin is awesome. I think I mentioned before that you'll find studies that say that they do absolutely nothing, and you'll find studies that say that they do absolutely everything and they will save your life. The truth is probably somewhere in between. They're not going to hurt you if you're lacking in any particular micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. They're going to take care of that for you. So I think that's definitely something to look at. Apart from that, a good vitamin D3 supplement, anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 IU a day, just depending on how much you're out in the sun. There's a lot of research showing that vitamin D can not only assist in mood. If you think about when it's sunny outside and you just naturally kind of feel a little bit better, a lot of that probably has to do with vitamin D exposure if you're out in that sun. So supplementing with that can not only help your mood and anxiety, but it also helps in the production of testosterone through several hormonal kind of, I guess, processes you would call it. It can be a great help there to testosterone production as well. Creatine I think is a great supplement. There are a ton of studies showing its effectiveness, efficacy, I guess. One of the things that I would encourage you not to do, don't buy into the hype of creatine alkaline or creatine HCl or whatever. Straight old creatine monohydrate is what all of these research studies have been done on, and nothing has ever proved itself more effective than normal creatine monohydrate. It's just in a powder. You can get a Creapure version. Creapure, I think, is made in Germany. They have a little bit more strict policies on manufacturing. So if you want to make sure that that it is 100% monohydrate, Creapure is the way to go. It'll have a little logo on the bottle. It's not a specific brand necessarily, but it's just the location of origin of the creatine. The other creatine, I believe, is made in China or Japan. I'm not sure, and it is probably just as good as Creapure. But if you happen to have the option between a Creapure and a non-Creapure creatine monohydrate, go for the Creapure. It's not really that much more expensive, and it may be worth it just to kind of have that peace of mind that good manufacturing practices. Let's see. Whey protein, I think we've talked about this. Most of you probably are consuming some sort of protein powder. A good whey protein that has 24 to 26 grams of protein per serving, per 32 gram scoop, is a good ratio. It kind of ensures that scoop is mainly protein, not a whole lot of fillers. You want to look for one that's low in carbohydrate, low in fat, so you know when you're consuming it that you're essentially just getting protein for all intents and purposes. That's something to really think about. And then, of course, caffeine, if you want to consider it a supplement, I guess it is. Caffeine is going to be super dependent on your individual tolerance. So for some of you, 100 milligrams of caffeine may send you through the roof. Others of you, it may take 400 or 500 milligrams of caffeine to actually feel the effect. The problem with caffeine is it's kind of a law of diminishing returns. So the more you take, the more your body adapts, the more it's going to take for you to continue to feel that effect of the stimulant. And so it's good to kind of titrate on and off caffeine. If you have a really intense day, then sure, have a little bit more. If you're not doing so much in the gym, it's not that intense of a day, it may be beneficial just to not have any caffeine. That way your body doesn't adjust to that, and you can kind of let your adrenal glands reset themselves and feel good again. I know that I personally have struggled with caffeine, not necessarily addiction, but caffeine where I've just ran up the dosage so high because it took so much to get me to actually feel the benefits of the caffeine, that I really had to cycle myself back off of it for a while and try to go cold turkey, which is not pleasant. So just if you can kind of maintain a moderate intake of caffeine and not really ever get too high, so whenever you have to cut it out, it doesn't really affect you so much, and you don't have miserable training sessions and things like that. So as far as supplements, and fish oil, if you want to get in on that fish oil bandwagon, heart health, our diets tend to be really skewed in the omega-6 kind of direction with nuts and things like that. So getting some omega-3s from the fish oil definitely has some fat burning benefits, some hormonal benefits, some general heart health benefits, all of those good things. So fish oil is another thing you can look at and kind of just go by the label as to the individual dosage. So all of these things are going to be super dependent on what you need, what you can handle, what you can afford, what you feel like is beneficial for you, and anything that's not, don't take it. No supplement is necessary to achieve any particular body composition goal. There are some supplement manufacturers that would like to convince you otherwise, that you have to have their shiny, awesome Hydro Explode 5000 to get gains, and you don't. Everything can be done with just straight nutrition, but supplements do make it easier sometimes to train harder or recover from training or whatever. So those are supplement recommendations. You've got your vitamin D, you have a multivitamin, some creatine, some fish oil, and some caffeine. Again, all of which are optional, and all of you are going to have your own doses that are going to work for you, so I'm not going to recommend any particular dose. I guess it's kind of a use at your own risk, figure out what you can handle, what you can't, and you can take off from there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. As always, send me messages at TheAestheticBuild@gmail.com. Group is doing great. This next weekend, you should be getting a new training program. So that's going to be awesome. And it'll kind of be a sprint to the finish here over the next 4 weeks or so. So again, please feel free, email me, ask questions, talk amongst yourselves in the group. Let's keep discussion up and going, keep motivating one another. You guys are doing an awesome job. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.